was going to say. Like, doesn't matter. This is Jackie, and I'm here with Can't Swim, Day 1, Riot Fest, Interview 1. It's Friday the 13th. Do you guys have any superstitions or pre-show rituals that you have to do before you get on stage?
We all give each other 7-minute long massages before we go on stage.
No more, no less. Too much, you're too loose. Too less, you're too tight.
Nice, good.
7 minutes in heaven, if you will.
7 minutes.
All right, fair enough. You guys have been pretty busy. You've got Enter Shikari, you've got the Degenerates tour coming up with A Day to Remember, I Prevail. How do you go about choosing your set list for tours like that versus a festival like Riot Fest?
So the arena tour with the Day Remember is a shorter set for us, so no talking, no choreographed dance moves. It's just all get to the point. Where something like this, I was drinking water between songs, a little laid back. We have some more time. But yeah, we set it up differently with different songs, and that's how we do it. That's how we go about it.
It's definitely a little bit cooler today than Warped Tour, so that was a good plus.
Oh, in Atlantic City, yeah, that was the worst day of our.
No sand.
No
None.
sand. No.
Punk rock and sand don't mix.
I agree.
If I had to say, though, they do have a general theme in common, and that is get in the fucking pit and try to love someone.
Wow.
I like that. That's it. You know, I feel like this is the time, the past year or so has been bringing back a lot of bands, a lot of reunions, and I feel like that's one band that really needs to get their asses together.
Yes. Yeah.
Come on.
What is it, the One Trucker Band? They're the, what is it, the something Trucker Band, that's his backup band's name.
Oh, okay.
What are they called? The Psycho Trucker Band, I think, yeah. Joe C., rest in peace.
We need a little Kid Rock. There we go, a little pour some beer out for I appreciated that.
Joe C.
I mean, if you're gonna pour some beer out for Josie, I feel like it should be a Bud Light. I feel like that's appropriate.
Yeah.
That's not a dig
No, I agree,
on
yeah.
either Bud Light or Josie. I just think those two things go really well together.
Maybe a little Keystone. Little Keystone.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. There isn't a Jersey beer that I could recommend.
No. Where's Rolling Rock from? Rolling Rock?
Pennsylvania?
Okay, close enough.
Close.
I mean, it sucks. That works. It's like water in a can.
Exactly.
We'll count it.
Done.
Totally. Why do you, speaking of Jersey, all of our home states, why do you think Jersey gets a bad rep?
Because if you just travel through it, it looks really awful.
I feel like it's the state you travel through to get to the place that you want to go. Not fair.
You just see smog and the highways are really ugly, but there's cool shit too, and there's lots of really awful stuff.
I mean, there's a lot of really amazing musicians that have come from New Jersey,
Yep.
including Can't Swim.
Pain breeds creativity.
Yes, I think there's something about no, I think you're right. Pain, stress, anxiety. That's New Jersey in a nutshell. How did your guys' sound evolve from Death Deserves a Name, that EP, to This Too Won't Pass?
More aggressive, hard. Ches only sings in that voice, which I think gave us more of a aggressive, aggravated type of sound. It was all Chez's fault. I wanted to make it piano and acoustic, but then I was like, that's not going to work with the monster voice like Chez is doing, so we figured, the music had to be fitting for Oscar the Grouch. Other than that, I don't know. We've been a band for 3 years. When we first started, we had no idea what we were doing. I think everybody has played a different instrument. I was playing guitar, Danny used to play drums, but now we figured it out.
Sure.
No. Today, I felt pretty figured out. Some days, it's like, let's just go home. But today felt, we should be doing this, it felt good. It was,
Excellent. Yeah? Pretty good? Pretty good? Who are you guys excited to see at Riot Fest?
Block Party playing Sound Alarm. I really love that album. I saw them play when that album came out, in 2006 or something like that, and it was really awesome. And that was a long time ago, so stoked to see it again.
I mean, I feel like so many bands here at Riot Fest are playing kind of anniversary albums. Nothing wrong with that. It's a little throwback, a little nostalgia we'll take. What's up next for you guys? So you've got 2 big tours coming up.
Yep.
Any other plans for 2019 that you can tease?
Yeah, you had the tours written on that note card.
Yeah.
You got anything else? Because I don't even know what we're doing. No, that's it? Okay.
I mean, those are 2 really decent tours.
Pretty decent.
Yeah.
We are putting out a record next month. Yeah, and we're
That's what I was hinting about.
putting out a record next month, and we're putting out a new song next week. So I don't know when you're planning to put out this lovely interview, but hopefully you beat us to the chase.
What's the name of the song?
The song's called Filthy Rich. and you're the first person other than the four of us that knows what it's called, so you should be so proud.
So with new music coming out, what role does music streaming have versus radio airplay versus YouTube streams and video play?
So I pay attention to a lot of that stuff. I talk about stuff a lot. I don't know. It's growing up. We were forced to kind of find a lot of music, and nowadays kids can find it in totally different ways. And we're all super old men who like don't have any idea about that shit. So I've been trying to educate myself, and it's a lot of bullshit. You make a lot less money for a lot of that stuff, but at the same time, things like Spotify, like daily mixes, and radio spins on Apple Music, and just you're coming up in those algorithms. It's the world, unfortunately, the world we live in, and people are just going to be spoon-fed music like they're idiots, and they don't have the wherewithal to find it on their own. But we have to do our best to take advantage of that. So we seem to stream pretty decently, so I guess we'll just keep doing that and make a fraction of the money we're supposed to.
I mean, we try fractions of mine. No, it's like I feel like hopefully things will change, and there was like that music legislation that recently passed. I don't think it's really done much.
As a consumer, I love streaming though. So I mean, I can't really there's way more consumers than there are artists. So I do think as a consumer, I use Spotify, I use YouTube, so I can't really talk shit because I don't want to pay for anything either.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and get ready for Block Party. This is Jackie and Can't Swim. Thanks to Chorus FM and In the Key of Change.